pieces of everything. Like I did shit when people asked me to do it, obviously,
Mm-hmm.
and I picked some of it up as I was going. But my what I'm focusing on learning everything about and trying to perfect next is the studio shit because
Okay, you're trying to
we
get
got a
nice.
big space and everything.
You're trying to get
Yeah,
nice
we
at
got
like studio shoots and knowing how to manipulate lighting and getting super
exactly.
technical. You
Yes.
enjoy that?
Shit. Yes and no. Yes,
Okay, right, right,
because
right,
it's fun.
right.
The
I feel you. I
platform
feel you. I
is
feel you on the
amazing.
answer.
But bro, but one thing that has been like a killer for me is like self comparison, and it's brought my confidence way down. So even
Mm,
yesterday, or the day that the day he reached out to me about you, I was on the phone with him and I was telling him, I was like, yo, like I'm really like I don't think this shit is for me.
mm,
That's how bad I feel at times,
mm,
and I don't know what it is,
mm,
and right now I'm in the process of identifying what that is because this shit comes easy to me with sports, and I'm pretty sure that's the reason. With
mm,
sports, I
mm,
put all my time and all my effort into sports.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't give myself that grace period of learning in anything else, and that's why
mm,
I feel bad. I feel like I'm not giving myself that
mm,
reasoning. So for the studio, like I'm buying all the equipment I need. I did a couple studio shoots throughout the past month. Well, I opened it in January, so throughout January I did a good amount of them, and I'm just trying to learn. I'm just trying to like digest everything, like the fuck ups, the good stuff, like all my clients, how they act, how they pose. That's really a big like thing for me, like learning how to pose people.
mm.
Everything. Like I love learning about that stuff, but posing is like big on my confidence. So when I see people do it in videos, or when I see people post pictures of good poses, I'm like, damn, like I can't do that shit, but I
Mm,
can.
mm, mm, mm,
Like
mm.
so,
Yeah, what like
yeah,
what I'll tell you is I've been in a similar position as well, and just like when I first started photography, I'm looking at everybody's stuff and I'm like, damn, like this joint's tough. How am I gonna compete in this, right? But what I learned is just like in anything in life, right? Experience is the best teacher. So it's like you're only
exactly.
saying that about yourself because you don't necessarily have the experience to back it up in your mind, right? You don't have those reference points in your mind to tell you that no, you're actually a good poser because you've posed this person, or you posed this person, or you had a great shoot here and they complimented how well you directed them, right? You don't have those reference points yet in your mind, so you're gonna lack confidence in that. But that's okay because like you said, you're doing the right things. Like you're investing in your equipment, you're investing in yourself, you're gaining the experience, you're taking on shoots like this so you can gain that confidence, right? But what I'll tell you is it comes with time, bro. Like don't beat your head over it. I know like it's very common in the creative community to compare yourself to other creatives, other photographers and stuff. And there's this common theme I'm seeing in the community of just like everyone's competing against each other. Like, oh, I'm the best photographer. Oh, I'm better than you. I'm better than this. We're competing against clients, right? What I like to do a lot in my business is actually the reverse and really focus on collaboration, right? Like, there's enough work for all of us to eat, bro. Like, you know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? I don't gotta like hold on to this client so that you don't get this client. No, let me figure out what you're good at. Let me figure out what I'm good at and figure out how to package that up and better serve that client. You feel me?
I
Like
agree.
that's what I'm all about, bro. So, bro, like honestly, like what you're going through is normal and it's fine. The only answer is to just go out there and go get more XP, bro. That's all it is. So, let me tell you a little bit about the project that we got. She's having a Galentine's event with her girlfriends. It's gonna be 12 girls. So they're basically having a Galentine's event. Everyone's bringing in food. They're doing all the decor. And the vibe she's trying to give off is like a bougie slumber party vibe, right? Most of the pics that she wants very authentic. Think like BTS type, right? she wants a mix of authentic pictures, but also, staged portrait pictures. So maybe, this would be a good time to work on your posing, to work on, like getting people together and taking photos. But for the most part, she did say she wants a more authentic vibe, like a more off guard type of thing. So I see it as just like, you're just sniping in the corner wherever you're at. And then from time to time, you gather a group of people, get a photo, thing like that, something like that. So, they're all going to be in satin pajamas, red and pink. It should be a good time. It should be a good time for real. And, I'm considering, I was going to put you on out in the field by yourself. And I have faith and I trust in you, but maybe like you tell me what you think. You think you're good to take this shoot by yourself, or would you want like kind of me just be there, just a guide if you have any questions, if you need pointers. I'm also available to like kind of like coach you through the process too if you need that type of support. But I did view it as, you kind of go over there and take care of it. And I trust that you're a talented photographer already for what I see. So you kind of let me know what you think about that, and we can go forward. What do you think about the project? You think you can get it done?
I can totally go there and do my thing.
I'll have things to guide you to. I'll put together a pre-production notes, a shot list that I would want.
Yeah, I'm a student first.
Yeah, that's why I respect that. I respect that. That's why like a part of me wants to come with you for real. Because like I don't come across a lot of people who really try to learn the shits and like be in the field. So it's like, like I kind of want to support you in that way. I did like, to be quite honest, why I hit you up is because I don't really want to do this shoot. I'll be honest. I don't want to do this shoot because I primarily work with brands and businesses. I work with brands and businesses on a monthly retainer, and I work with like 2 or 3 businesses right now. And that takes up a lot of my time. That takes up a lot of my work. So when I get inquiries like this, it's like, I'm a huh?
Yeah, it's like you can't be asked to do it because, well, one, you got not to belittle people, but you have bigger clients that you have to work for.
Exactly, and exactly. I'm glad you understand that, and it's no like shade or disrespect. You know what I'm saying? I'm grateful for it all, right? But like, I gotta prioritize as a business owner. You feel me? So
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
I'm also in that stage of my business where having a network of photographers and videographers is actually to my benefit because I can leverage situations like this. You know what I'm saying? You're a you're a learning photographer, developing photographer who wants to get his hands on everything. Bet I got shit for you. You feel me? So I'm trying to just make it work for everybody for real.
Yeah, but I mean, bro, like I said, whatever you're comfortable with doing, I'm comfortable with doing.
Okay.
And have
Of course,
and
of
I
course,
can
of course.
change
Of course, yeah.
exactly.
I'm
So
not one of those like on your neck type bulls. Like I also understand being a creative, and a lot of things just come create like to your mind that like sometimes you can't even explain to someone. Like sometimes you just gotta let people cook. You feel me? So I definitely understand that. It's more so being a support system for you if you need it. You feel me? Like if like you know what I'm saying? Like you come to me like I'll be just chilling in a cut. You come to me like, yo, bro, like I'm trying to figure out this shot or like, yo, like this set, like whatever it is, you feel me? I'm definitely not like a breathe down your neck bull, but I am there for your support.
absolutely, I fuck with that.
All right, bet. Let's get it rolling. Let's get it rolling. I appreciate you, Justin. Real rap. I appreciate you. And one last thing I want to ask is like, what's your setup looking like right now? Because that's very important too. Well, yeah, bro. Like I said, I really hope I'm not really a one and done type bull. I really like growing with people. So I really hope this first shoot goes well, bro. And hopefully we can keep the ball rolling. So let's get it rolling, bro. I really just want to have a phone call with you just so I can, introduce myself and also, keep you on board with what's going on. But sounds like, you got it kind of down pat. So now we just wait, bro.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, hey, my fault. bro. I'm with learning. I'm with trying, failing, trying to succeed. I'm with all that shit, bro. So whatever the case is, let's get it done. Whatever it is, I'm always down to try something. Not even once. Like, I'm always down to continuously try it to see if it fucking works for me. Because if it doesn't work one time, it might get the second time. You know what I mean?
Are you interested in something like product photography?
I've never tried it. I'm not opposed to it. That's probably something that I would want your guidance for.
Okay.
If that was an avenue that we were to go down together.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious in your interests. You feel me?
Yeah.
So.
Bro, I'm like, I know it just sounds like I'm just trying to get my hands on whatever, but that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
I feel you.
Like,
If you want to get into more portraits, I would recommend a 35.
Can I ask you a question?
Yo.
This is a legit question that I don't know the answer to, that I really need.
What's up?
Who's educated. What is the difference between you having a 35 and me having a 24-70 and just zooming in the 35?
Because the 35 is a f1.4 aperture. And the 20.
Is that the only difference?
Good question. Yes, for the most part. Yes. When you have prime lenses too, they do say your image quality is a little sharper.
Okay.
But the biggest difference, a great question you asked. The biggest difference between, I used to wonder that too. The biggest difference between that 24-70 and just zooming into 35 and having a prime 35 is that aperture. You get primes for that extra aperture you get, whether it's 1.8, 1.4, 1.2. Most zoom lenses only have like a 2.8 aperture.
Right.
So primes are just generally better for portraits because, as we all know, people love that blurry background look.
That's interesting.
That's a great question, though. I used to wonder that shit, too.
Bro, I was just trying to make sure I wasn't tripping.
I edit on Premiere Pro.
Okay. Have you tried any of the other ones, like
Yeah.
Final Cut or like DaVinci?
Yeah, I started on Final Cut, then I transferred it for Premiere Pro. I kind of regret it, kind of not, but it's all good.
What is that? What do you think are the biggest differences between Final Cut and Premiere?
The process of speed ramping.
Okay.
So I like on Final Cut how like it's just words. You can go from slow to fast, fast to slow. Like, you know what I'm saying? But then on Premiere Pro, it's like you gotta play with the fucking graphs and shit. Like it's a kind of, I don't fuck with that. And especially because a lot of my videos now are incorporating speed ramps. So like it's part of my workflow. So like it's like, damn, I don't like that part. But it's all good. Other than that, like, I like Premiere. I'm also thinking of DaVinci just because, again, a lot of my work, a lot of why people are coming to me is because I have a very specific color grading style. So like I want to get better at that. I'm pretty good on Premiere right now, but I just hear so much good shit about DaVinci that it makes me want to go. For sure, bro. I'm here to help. And like I said, bro, I'm really just trying to change the culture and the creative community, right? I really believe in collaboration over competition, bro. So as much people I can really get in the picture, I just think the better it is for the culture. So I'm excited to collaborate, bro. Let's get to it, man. Let's really like make some shit happen.
One thing I promised myself a lot this year, and one thing I promised myself is that I write everything down in a notebook. So,
No, and I promise you that's one of the best decisions you'll ever make.
Think so?
Yes, writing has changed my life, bro.
I love to hear that, bro. That's awesome.
Writing has changed my life, bro. My girlfriend got me a journal for Valentine's Day last year. The best gift I could have got. I don't want no flowers, no gifts, no nothing. She got me a fucking journal, bro. That shit changed my life. I've been up ever since.
I'm so glad to hear that, bro.
Get you a journal, write down your ideas, anything that pops in mind, write down your marketing plans, write down your content calendar, write down your goals, all that shit, bro. Once you write it down, it's law. That's how I look at it. Oh yeah, these Jones sturdy, bro. Yeah, I fuck with your editing. You might have to just take over the whole drawing. I fuck with your editing.
I appreciate that, bro.
You might have to. I'll send you the details right now. These are the details. Um,
Perfect.
all right,
I
Justin.
got it.
Great chatting with you, bro.
Hey, dog, it's nice meeting you.
You too, bro. I'll keep in touch. All right.
Yes, sir. Be safe, bro. If anything changes or you need anything else from me, definitely let me know.
Got you, bro.
All right, bro. And we gon' tap in and talk throughout the time in between.
All right, bet.
All right, bro.
Peace.
Peace.
Whew. I just got off the phone with the photographer that I'm hiring, trying to join the team. It's a great call. You know, I was really just reassuring him and just telling him like, yo, like I'm really just all about collaboration here. You know, something I see in the creative community is just like people just trying to one up people or people not trying to spread the wealth. That's not what we about here, man. We really just trying to help each other and help each other succeed. And any way I can do that in my business, especially with another fellow videographer, photographer, I'm going to make sure I do that. I think that's super important that us creators, we uplift each other. So it's definitely a strong value in my business, and I always make sure to do that. So Justin, if you're watching this, I love everything you got. I think you're a talented photographer, and I can't wait to start working with you, bro.